also painted some holly and some pine cones and some reeds. And then I went to this farm and I painted their goats, and it was a lot of fun. So today I am going to paint a poinsettia, and I'm going to paint one of those on this watercolor paper, and it's going to be a postcard that I sent to somebody. So it's super nice paper. Oh, that's so satisfying when you take that out of the little sleeve. So I'm gonna put that over here, and as you see, it's like really small. I apologize for my hands. I got boo-boos. But it happens. It happens. So I got this new brush, and I love it. It's a brush on one side and a pencil on the other side, and it's from Blanton Museum of Art in Austin, Texas. That's where I live, and it was really great. I went there the other day and looked at some amazing art, and there was nobody else there. It was like maybe 3 other people. I felt like I had the place to myself, and it was really, really awesome. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm just gonna draw a little kind of sketch on one side, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start painting with this brush. Yay! I like poinsettias. They are a fun flower. I think I'm gonna do like a slightly more like abstract one. We'll see. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna make it look like, but it's gonna be really pretty. So just gonna add some like leaves, and let's make it a little bit more abstract. Well, it's not gonna be abstract. It just won't be like hyper realistic. It's gonna be a little bit more stylized. I like poinsettias. They're pretty. When I first moved to the States, I didn't know how to say it, and I thought that they were called poinsettias, and people were very quick to correct me, which I was kind of embarrassed about. I did not like being corrected, but then I realized, hey, it's okay. It is okay that you don't speak every word perfectly, because guess what? You are not a native English speaker, and it's okay. It is a-okay to not speak everything perfectly. And since then, I've kind of gotten a little bit better about being corrected. You just kind of have to get used to it. Like tell yourself, hey, it's okay. Like you don't know everything. Like it's fine. And that's okay. Like you can still be a very smart person and a very deserving person and be incorrect every once in a while. I still feel like my English is pretty good, and it doesn't take away from any of it. But yeah, I used to get really embarrassed if I mispronounced something and somebody would correct me. Sometimes people are really kind about it, but sometimes they are not very nice about it. And in those instances, you kind of have to realize that it's not so much about you, it's You know, like mispronouncing something is not the end of the world. But you know, to like a 17-year-old baby Eva who's just moved here, it was a lot, you know. Oh gosh, I think I forgot to say welcome to my channel, Watercolor Whispers, where I paint watercolor and whisper to you about all sorts of things. It's okay, I'm still learning. This is, you know, my great big experiment, my life experiment of, you know, whether or not I, you know, can paint and whisper at the same time and hopefully give you some tingles and make you relaxed and show you some pretty flowers. This red is nice. I know poinsettias are a little bit more red than that, and I'll be adding more red for sure. But for now, I'm just really kind of happy with the way this looks. So I'm gonna switch to the green. I'm gonna add some green. I love this. Is my favorite watercolor palette. It's so portable, and it basically has every single color that you need. And I just got a new one, and it's amazing. So good. Sorry about that thud. I know this mic picks up everything, so yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like go in and add these little green things. I just really love how light this is. I kind of want to keep it pretty light. I mean, I'll be adding a little bit more detail, but yeah, I'm just like loving this. Like how light and airy it feels, you know. Not everything has to be so loaded with color and like heavy. And this brush is awesome. Like, it's got a nice fine tip and flows. It holds like a good amount of color and it holds a good amount of water. But yeah, look at this. This is so nice. I'm gonna turn this around so you can just see me picking up like this little bit of color and stuff. I don't know if anybody would be interested in like learning watercolor, but this is basically it. There's not a lot to it, you know. You just, I know people like do tutorials and stuff, and there's like things, there's definitely techniques that you can learn, but honestly, just doing it is how I learned, you know. Like, I don't know formal names for any of these techniques. I'm just like going in and you know, just having fun with it and layering color on top of color and letting everything blend together, you know, letting the colors blend together and having a lot of fun with that. Like in my previous video, I think I said blending colors together about 50 times. That's funny. I am learning. I am still learning how this goes, and you know, I'm having fun with it. I hope you're having fun with it too. Yeah. Oh, that looks pretty. I just love how the water. Honestly, you can't do so much, but water's gonna do. Water's gonna do what it wants to do. And yes, you can control it to an extent, but like, look at this beautiful like shape over here. Like, that is all water. That is not, you know, anything that I did or made happen. I just kind of guided a little bit of water wherever, and that just pooled like that. And I just think that looks so pretty. I really love watercolor. I love it. It's such a fun medium. It's been cold here, so I hope my heat's not gonna kick in the middle of this, because that would be very loud and would not make for a very good ASMR experience. My central heating is very, very loud, and I actually kind of don't have it on all the time. I will be and thank you so